Hello, everyone. See if this goes live on Instagram, or the Instagram god's going to be good to us. I'm thinking no. I wish I knew. We use Yellow Duck to stream to Instagram, and ever since we tried to connect our stream into TikTok, everything has gone amok. So we can no longer stream live to Instagram for some weird reason. That being said, that's not why I'm here. Why I'm here is I have some exciting news. I am pumped. Why am I pumped? Well, because today we just received... Dun, 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 this is our final print proof for planting evidence. So if I am cool with what's in this box, send a note to the factory tonight saying good to go, then planting evidence is going to be printed within like probably 2 weeks, and then gets on a boat. 6 weeks later it gets here. So our goal to get this potentially before Christmas looks like it might actually happen. Fingers crossed. I don't know, there's been lots of delays. We're still waiting for hamsters versus hippos because of strikes in the UK, boats moving slow coming to Canada because of weather patterns. For some reason, there's zero delays going to the States, so maybe I just start piping everything through the States because it seems to be efficient going from China. That corridor seems to be in good shape. It's the other countries we have issues with. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. Okay, we'll go to the 2-cam shot. There we are, 2-cam shot. Well, zippity zip. For those who backed this campaign, I want to thank you so much for your help on that. We're very excited about this game. For those who don't know what Planting Evidence is, it is a card game we just funded on Kickstarter. And it plays 2 to 5 players. And you're essentially trying to set up the other members of your crime syndicate for murder. You're trying to frame them. So it's very much a rummy style kind of set collection game, but you're placing the sets on other people. You can place the sets on your side and offset the evidence against you. But if you want to win, you really got to try to get the other guys. Got to kind of get their goose. So first and foremost, very cool little touch. Sky Game is now starting to put a little sticker on their samples. Feels a lot heavier than I kind of expected it to be that heavy. I'm going to grab the prototype here in a second. Let's see if I can grab that one there. Compare it to this is the prototype that we had through GameCrafter, who again did an amazing job. Let's see what we got here. For all those of you whose kids have gone back to school, I wish them all the best in this coming school year. It's a interesting time. It's excitement, there's stress, and then there's getting back to the routines. And I know myself, I'm a kind of a routine person, so it's nice to kind of have the routine. All right. These guys always package these things like super well. It makes sense because you want somebody to sign off on a print. You don't want the thing all like mangled in the mail, and then when it arrives, the person's like, "Well, this thing's all chewed up." You want to make sure it gets there in one piece, so that any feedback you have is on the game itself. And then try not to cut the box when you're opening it up. Alrighty. Oh, they did do it too. Cool. I was looking for the Spot UV. All right. So this was the original. I knew that the box is going to be bigger, just simply because there's more in the box. There's a notepad, so forth, and this is a standard size at GameCrafter. So very cool to see it over in this size now. I was kind of hoping the red would be a little more reddish. It seems a bit washed out. I'll mention that. We'll see. I mean, it's shrink wrap, so I mean the production, quite frankly, could be done already. I won't put it past it. It actually can't be done because we're still arguing over the pen. Oh, the pen. We're trying to get although we didn't promise this in the campaign, it's something I just decided I wanted to do because I thought it'd be cool. And make this a consistent element when we do card games. But we're going to put a pen in there, very much like the one we did for Queen of Scots, which is like this pen right here. But it'll be blue. And I want the Tin Robot Games logo on it. So, all right. Yeah, that's cool. So it's a matte finish, so of course it can't be, you need to have the matte, so that's why it's not as punchy as this one, which is gloss. But it's got a spot varnish. I don't know if you can see that. If you look at kind of, if I angle it, there we go. You'll do it like this too. So you see that? See the light bouncing off the blood and off the body a bit. So essentially all of this logo here and the outline of the chalk outline of the dude and the blood splatters on the ground are spot UV, which looks super cool. That's what I wanted to see. Inside print in the lid. Show the guy doing some forensics. That's the image we also use in our campaign. So for consistency. Here's what I really like about this. This is the mistake I made last time I did a game called Rack Up, which is a reskin of Queen of Scots. With Rack Up, everything wasn't sized right. Like the way we presented the files, they just printed to the size of the file. So the things didn't fit nice in the box. I like how this fits just nice. So this booklet looks really nice. And they got it right. Okay, so let's start off with the booklet. So you've got on one side English. All right, and you flip through the book. You got your instructions, your rules. I'll read through these in more details later. And then on the flip side, flip it this way, and we get the French. Why do we have English French and not, say, English Spanish or something like that? We will have the other languages available online. In Canada, because we're going to sell this at retail eventually, things have to be bilingual. You have to have bilingual games. So, hence the reason this is bilingual. Score sheet. Looks super cool. Spot for 6. You can't see it. It's early. There we go. So you put 6 people on there, planting evidence. Loving it. Why are these 3 blanks here? I don't know. Oh, they did put a pen in. That pen's not bad either. But it's not quite the pen we wanted. So, it's a nice pen. But what we ended up ordering was a little bit darker blue. So, a little more of an indigo blue, which closer matches our Tin Robot Games logo. Also, kind of the whole black light look. Darker blue works better, but that pen works very well. We're able to use the same insert that we used on another game. So that's why that insert's working there, which is good. I'm not digging how the cards come above that. However, you're talking mold costs to lift that up. Oh, that's cool. So I think what we'll probably do, and what most people do, is there's going to be, and I'll show you in a second, there's the player marker cards that don't go in the regular deck. Those can probably be left kind of loose, and everything else can kind of tuck in the box. All right, let's see if we can get these guys open. A couple things I'm going to look for here. A, are the cards varnished on both sides? Because in the past, no bueno. They were not varnished on both sides. And I can see some things I might want to talk to them about already. All right. It's possible this is a digital proof, so I'm not going to get too squirrely yet, but these should be linen finish. These are not linen finish. I can assure you of that. In fact, they're not even... Yeah, okay. The colors are super vibrant, which is really nice. So we've got the C, G, red print, yellow print, white print. Got the T, the DNA. ADNA, green thumbprint. There'll be 6 of each of these, so I will count them all later on. There is the hammer. These are the murder weapons you can plant on your colleagues. Gun, rope, license plates. The idea of the license plate is you're trying to assemble these license plate partials to get a complete license plate. Again, trying to pin the escape vehicle on these people. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, these are a little bit thicker too, so I don't think these have got to be. These are just like digital prints. There's no way these are the finals. Okay. So the bleach, that is basically your what do you call it? Wild cards. We changed the symbol for the evidence. One thing we noticed is we had different symbols for different types of microscopes and different cards, so we went consistent on that. So we've got a coin that's coming too. It's going to have that on it. This is the evidence destroying card. So this we added as a Kickstarter exclusive. So that is cool. So what you do is when you're playing, if you get this card, you play it, you can use it to wipe out any evidence on the board, evidence or alibis. So on another player, if they're building alibis, offset their evidence, I can place this down and wipe out a set of alibis. Likewise, they could do the same thing to me. Or if I've got evidence against me, I can place this down and wipe out a set of evidence against me as well. So very, very powerful card. There's no point value to it. It's just a good card to have. These are the markers, which I think looks super nice. Nice and sharp. We double side them so they don't get confused or lost in the deck. Same with the evidence cards, or the alibi, sorry. And then last but not least, we added this. So this card is a forensic expert card. And what you do is, now for people who back the campaign, they're actually getting a coin, so you won't need this card. But if you are, say, buy this at retail later date, you would get this actual card. Each round, whoever's in the lowest position, you place this card in front of them. So then the next round, when everybody's playing, they can see who's got the lowest score, because that's typically who you're going to target. And so you can't hide the score or something like that. It's very obvious who's in the lowest position. You can make a conscious decision, am I going to target that person or not? That turned out super cool. So headline news, love the colors. Looks fantastic. The box is pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. I love it. Absolutely love it. Things I need to give feedback on is these don't appear to be final varnish cards, because they're just not final varnish cards. I can tell by looking at them. And they need the linen finish on them, because that gives them that nice touch, makes them slide easier in your hand, shuffling, so forth. Makes them a little bit more durable. And the pen, we're working on the pen right now as we speak. So that pen hopefully has been resolved. It's taken us a while, a lot longer than expected. Ooh, don't like that. So this should be double-sided as well. So that's some more feedback that we're gonna send back too. Why do you want double-sided? Well, you don't want to waste paper, right? So we want to flip it over and then have the score lines on the other side too. So there you have it. Not discouraged. This is why we do this, so that we can give our feedback to the plant to make sure we get the best possible game in our hands. But yeah, that box is big. Wow. It's super cool. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are loving it too. Anyways, guys, just want to say thank you so much for your support again of the Planting Evidence campaign. If you haven't signed up for it yet, our next game we're working on, Cities of Venus, we are insanely excited about. Maybe I'll show you a quick little preview. Here's an example of the player board that we're working on right now. So each player has their own city on Venus in the clouds that they're trying to manage, maintain. They're mining the surface, and they're bidding on these drops coming from Earth, these resources and immigration coming from Earth, and trying to use that to enhance their station. So it's a bit of an engine builder, a bit of a worker placement-ish, resource management, things like that. But I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. And if you want to follow that campaign along, citiesofvenus.com will take you straight to our sign-up page, or go to Tin Robot Games. You can sign up there. Anywhere you sign up, you get on our email list. We're going to send you updates on that campaign. We're hoping to launch that in the spring. We're not going to rush it because this one's a good one. They're all good ones, but this one is like a passion. Like, this is one we've been working on for years, and we don't want to screw it up because it's that good. And I can honestly say that because I've yet to come across somebody who hasn't said, this is really good. So, guys, thank you so much, and I'll keep you updated as to the progress on how we do here on Planting Evidence. Take care. Cheers. This has been an episode of the Board Game Binge podcast, hosted by James Staley, produced by James Staley and Mike Bruner, with original music by Nick Smith. If you would like to watch these interviews live, simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, Board Game Binge, and you'll get access to live interviews, giveaways, and interesting board game content from across the industry. I can't wait for you to join us. See you next time.